Hello everyone, welcome to another stream. This may be a mistake. I mean, I ain't a roller man, not anymore. I think I was looking the right way. I can't see my webcam, so I don't know if I was. Yeah, this is gonna be an experience, but I need to earn the tickets, so you know. Hello, Copy Muse. Your name seems familiar. Does that count? My memory's crap, so anyone who's watched long enough should know that one. My memory is just crap. This is gonna go so poorly. I apologize already, teams. I ain't no roller man. I've barely seen rollers in this game, too. Gives me the impression that they're probably not great. Alrighty. Right, I need to turn my friend code on. Let's do that after this match. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll this, because it's just efficient. I mean, it's not really all that efficient, but it works. I have done nothing but turf. I missed. If I end this with anything on my my kill counter, it'll be purely from assists. Oh god, I got way too bad in my head. And exploded. Well, just turf our base a little more. I think. I ran out of ink. I may have actually got a splat there if I hadn't run out of ink. Oh god, I am not a roller player. Can you tell? I got 1 assist. 1 assist, died twice, got 3 specials off. Second highest turfing on the team, so at least I'm decent at turfing. That clash existed. And again, these two maps are always together. Because that's great. Jesus Christ. I cannot aim that. Vink. Wasn't really much I could do there. Oh, gods. Okay. Yeah, I got spotted. I almost fell down a hole. I have no bombs, so that undercover is probably better than me. I got a splat. Yes, it can happen. Ah. Yeah, there wasn't really much I could do. I am not a roller player. Jeez. Rollers used to feel so nice to play back in the first game. And then they added this vertical swing, made the damage a lot lower on the horizontal, but maybe that's just this roller. And rollers used to be so nice. An attempt was indeed made. I got 1 splat and 1 assist. I'll take it. I think I literally picked this thing up because it had Inkstorm, and that was the entire reason. Because I'm one of those weird people that I'd like Inkstorm, but only on certain maps, and these are not those maps. Inkstorm is a good special on the maps where the enemy team that, you know, the enemy team is just not going to go to specific corners. You throw your Inkstorm towards those corners, and then you turf them, and they'll probably never de-turf them. These maps don't have that. They're gonna be everywhere. We're following David 2010 Watt. Took someone with me. It was enough of a distraction. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I'm gone. Hey. Hey. You guys... Okay, this thing's basically a carbon roller. Got it. No wonder the damage feels so bad. Even the carbon roller felt good in the first game. It's just, past the first game, rollers just don't feel good anymore. Ow. Didn't even realize there was a suction bomb there. I am smart. I'm very smart. Glad you all realize this. So we're following a lot of numbers, Blue Octo. It's fine. We'll get this weapon ticket. I'm turfing so much. It's just I'm not doing a huge amount to help the win. I am not good with rollers. I'm going to keep saying that. Because it is very true. And I got more rollers to poke at after this. This is great. At a minimum, I feel like I should probably use a different roller kit, but I need the weapon ticket from this one. So. Hiccups. I don't want hiccups right now. I'm blaming the hiccups. They didn't have me thinking right. Ah, double kill! Yeah, wipe out. We did. I was half of that. How? How was I half of that? I literally just kind of derped in there and it somehow worked. I thought I was safe. Yeah, I think we lost that one, but, you know. There was an attempt. There was definitely an attempt. I was the most popular target. Yeah. Most popular roller queen in the game. You will find I tend to gravitate towards the bad weapons. I say that as if I'm going to keep using this thing past the singular weapon ticket. Nah, I just want it to pay for itself. And then I'm going to be moving on to a different weapon, because that's just how this game is incentivizing you to play. So, you know. See, that's because I'm on the team. You're on the other team this time. You'll probably win. So bad at that. Just being a bit of a gremlin this match, and it's kind of working. I really wish I could climb Truck Coon. Yep. God damn it. I feel like that was probably my best game yet. My glorious, like, was it like 29-18? It's going away. It's going away fast. Oh well, I don't really care that much. I had the most splats on the team. How? Like, how? Anyone gonna tell them that headband is a bear and Monkey D. Luffy does not have bear ears? He has elastic band ears. Okay, that is a pretty trolly use of this thing. Nope. Mine. No, I missed. Ah! Mine! Yeah, I'll take it. I splatted like, what, 4 or 5 people before going down? I'll take that. I wouldn't say I'm getting good with this thing, but I'm slightly understanding more how it works. It's very reliant on the vertical swing. As in, I'm not really accomplishing a huge amount if I don't vertical swing. So it's basically like a faster flingza. Yeah, I really wish this thing's horizontal swing was better. Gotta say that now. Like, that is just sad. Feels like the horizontal swing deals almost just bump damage. Like, doesn't really seem like it deals damage. I don't care what roller it is. If you directly bonk someone on the head with it, it should probably splat them. Let's see if I can... Yeah, it's 63. Or 70. 70 maximum, it seems like. Why can I... It's like... It was sucking me in there. Like, I'm holding back, and it was pulling me in. Oh, yay. Well, that team is relatively balanced. Relatively. They got mid and short range. We've got long and short. My god, more Japanese anti-aircraft guns. Reference no one will understand. A reference to real history. The Japanese really did not develop mid-range AA guns, and that's kind of the major flaw of the super battleships Yamato and Musashi. They just did not have mid-range anti-aircraft guns. And their long-range guns were fairly ineffective. So once you got past those, you basically had free reign in mid-range. I'm out of ink. I may have to get my wins back with my undercover before picking a new weapon. Because, yeah, this is going to be a loss. No way that's winning. Well, maybe. We just gotta wipe out. As long as y'all can turf well enough, we might actually win. I was getting pessimistic for nothing. Finally, a win! First win of the day. 30 minutes in. Yes, Frisk, I know you're there. No. Unless you have managed to trap yourself in your collar again, no. You haven't. You're good. You'll be good. Oh, I should not be yawning. Jesus Christ. Ah. Why do I yawn the moment I start streaming? I was fine before I started streaming. I'm not even tired. Special backup. I feel like I would probably be doing a huge amount better with a carbon roller. At least carbon rollers could, you know, splat people with the horizontal, maybe, unless that's changed, and this is exactly how a carbon roller is. Unless this is a carbon roller, and I don't think it is. Frisk, can you screw off? For context as to what she's doing, she's either walking up and bumping my chair to get my attention for whatever it is she wants, which is probably just she wants to show me the dog isn't in his pen, like, I know. Or she's rubbing into my legs, that she knows she is not supposed to do. But everyone else lets her get away with it, so she stopped caring that she's not supposed to do it. Victory! Alright, copy news. Have a good one. Yeah, if I can catch this map rotation, I should be just about to get the weapon ticket. If I can catch this map rotation, I might grab the charger I have. Well, the sniper. There is a lot of charges in this room. Maybe I won't, because there's a lot of charges in this room. Dead. I needed the ground under my feet turfed. Why would you use your special to do that? Gods, this freaking... Ah! That should have been a splat. You can't tell me that shouldn't have been. Like, that was a direct hit with the vertical swipe. That should have been a splat. This roller is kind of painful, I'm not gonna lie. I will be glad when I get this thing's ticket. that is the camp I'm in right now. No one coming down here? Really? Okay. It's not like direct hits or anything. Man, that is like the worst feeling. Like, the more I'm using this thing, the more it's like, why? How close am I? Probably one more win. 2 more losses. Now I can put this thing away and forget about the entire experience. I would have just kept rolling if I was any other roller, but I know my rolls don't one-shot. There was no way I was winning that. Like, there's, a fair few people who will say that the undercover is the worst weapon in this game. I honestly question if they've ever played this roller. Because, man, is the undercover so much better than this. Man, they are not leaving that corner to save their lives. Yeah, you all know I'm down here. Leh. What? I thought that was a loss, that's why I was bled. Like, I guess that was a win. Oh, Jesus, I should not be yawning. I am not tired, body. Why are we yawning? There is no reason to yawn. Hooray! New weapon. I think I'm almost down to just chargers. This is gonna go poorly. I think I have some stuff with sub power-up. I don't know if sub power-up still affects beacons, but doesn't hurt to try. One would hope it still affects beacons, like the super jump speed 2 beacons. Which, like, I know in previous, like, Splatoon 2, when they added that, basically, there was basically an argument of, oh, but you should just use super jump speed if you have beacons. Like, no, you shouldn't. Because yes, your own super jump speed to your own beacons will be lower if you take sub power up instead of super jump. But all of your teammates will have much, much greater super jump speed, which is kind of what matters. Got a splat. I know I should be dodge rolling. Don't care. That would've been... No, I almost got away. Ah, they found the beacon. I mean, of course they found the beacon. It was just sitting there. But still. Ah, they found it. Put a beacon in there. Soda. Yeah, soda. I really need to remember I have beacons and use them. I know that was a really bad spot for that, but I don't overly care. Yeah, I really need to put some sub power up on. That worked out rather well. I literally was just doing the tacticooler so I could respawn faster when I died. That was my entire goal. Just respawn faster. I mean, it worked. Chunk. Okay. Where would it be? Buried in here somewhere, if it's even a hat. Good enough. I have nothing but this now, but it's fine. My beacons should be better. I'm just playing this like a regular shooter. Oh yeah, that definitely affects it. Okay. This was worth it. want to get another beacon up. I'm going to put it here. What's up? I'm back. Oh, they found that one. Oh, no, they didn't. Oh, that one's going there, then. I just missaw where it was. Not very smart. Sub power-up is nice. On the things that can make use of it, which is beacons, beacons? I mean, there might be something else, but it's basically just beacons. Like, I turfed to the bottom, but, like... it doesn't really matter, because the utility I'm giving my team is great. See, this is like the one set of dualies I can get behind, and it's purely because of the kit that's on them, and you, as much as it's not optimal, you can just play them like a regular shooter. It's far from optimal. You shouldn't play them like this, but, you know, it's what I'm doing, so... yeah, oh yeah, I was looking the wrong way. I need to look that way. Look at them little dualies down there. Yeah, I just moved my thing so I can see my camera. I was looking the wrong way for my joke earlier. Look how, like, it's weird. Cameras are weird. The only problem with using a beacon kit like this is people learn try to jump. Yeah, someone on the enemy team is using beacons. I'm not seeing sub power up though. I don't know what of their weapons has beacons, but one of them does. And whichever one it is does not have at least a main of sub power up. Which is the important part. Oh, my beacon. Rude. Yeah, that special kind of hard counters my beacons, doesn't it? All they have to do is throw it close enough and it will pop my beacons. Your soda, people. It's not gonna matter, but... Someone on the team knows. And the only seconds that matter are the last 30. We were getting dominated that entire round until the last 30. You know, as much as it would be very unfulfilling if this was the case, there is a way Nintendo could fix the last 30 seconds of a turf war being the only time that matters in a turf war. And that's to just simply award whoever wins to being the team that scores the most points. Like, we all have points. Just add that together. That's what team wins. It would be a very unfulfilling way of doing things because, like... Then a team that completely dominates, has a bunch of turf, could, you know... Well, that completely makes the comeback at the end, that has a lot of turf on the map, that doesn't have a huge amount of points, would lose. I don't think we would have lost in this case. But it could happen. It could also happen that a team completely dominates and just doesn't get that much turfing done because they're completely dominating and still lose in the end because someone on the enemy team, you know, the other team was just an arrow spray turfing up a storm. You know. Yep, that someone's gonna disconnect. Yep. Give me points. I just want points. There's no point to the points, but I want them. Give them to me. Okay, I was gonna change rooms anyway, because I do need some coffee. So... that's fine. I'm also gonna poke through my my equipment, so I will do that when I get back. Because I'm pretty sure I had a sub power-up hat and shirt, or it might have been shoes. I don't know, but yeah, I'll be back in a moment. I return. Now, I could swear... Now that I have time to actually look through things... A little sad that none of the Halloween stuff has sub power-up as its main. I know I can just change that to be the main on anything, but... That takes chunks. Okay, I guess I don't have a hat. This is a shoe. Right, yeah, I'd started these, which ironically are shoes I used in 2. Just not with sub power-up on them. These had run speed. Yeah, I don't have ink resist on anything else. And I like having my ink resist. As you could probably guess. Ooh, these have 1 sub of sub power-up. I will take these. They look goofy, but doesn't matter. With me, style comes, like, last. Oops. Boost it. Boosted. Now, part of me wants to see. I probably do not. Yeah, I literally have 0 sub power-up chunks. So, I literally couldn't put any in even if I wanted to. I wish scrubbing wasn't so expensive. Like, for now, it's pretty costly. Still debatably cheaper than re-rolling. Especially because with re-rolling, you're far from guaranteed stats. What is this thing, by the way? What even... Oh, okay. It's that crap. Okay. Do I have... I do not. Man. Can I just buy some? That'd be pretty neat. Time to kill on this thing is really fast if you're in this pose. Which is what I really need to get into the habit of at least trying to do, is doing the dodge rolls for the, like, that's probably less than 10 frames, 10, 15 frames. gonna take this one. Actually, no, I'm gonna take this one. The one over here. No, I missed the soda. Push, guys, push, get soda. No, they found that beacon. Yeah, they're targeting my beacons. I think someone on the other team noticed. That's a problem. See, that's kind of the one thing I have against this combo. Is that, like, it works great until the enemy team realizes that they need to destroy your beacons. Then it really suffers. I'm not even gonna bother the beacon again, we just need turf. My teammate is looking the other way. Because, like, anyone that understands how beacons work knows that all of the sub power-up I have is making them really good. So, like, they know to target my beacons. My teammates did not know to use my beacons. Or else this may have gone a lot better. Because that's another thing. You need teammates who are going to actually use your beacons. So, like, it's a bit of a gamble anytime you use this setup. Or any setup like this. Because, like, you need teammates who are going to actually use your beacons. They need to understand that, yeah, the beacons are what they should be going for. Like, I'm doing my best to always put the beacons in a safe location so they can always super jump to it. But how the brain works is you want to jump to that teammate because the teammate's closer to the front. Ignoring that, you'll jump faster to the beacon. You'll get there faster jumping to the beacon. Like, it is always worth checking to see if a beacon kit is actually building for beacons. Just back off. Ah, I missed the soda. Okay, someone on the team has used a beacon. They know. Good. Okay, there's one there. Why? Jaws! Yeah. Yeah, this one's over. And like, I would jump over the freaking thing, but I'd have to stop shooting, and I just wanted turf. Just wanted some more points. I pushed the furthest into their base. Okay. That's good to know. I'm trying not to be salty at the ink vac. It's hard, but I'm trying not to be. Like, it will probably forever annoy me that we were basically denied, like, old bubbler, old killer whale, old kraken. You know, we were denied all of the old specials, though I don't know if new kraken is better or worse than old kraken. I know it's different. That doesn't mean one way or another. Man, crossing bridges is painful with dualies. I needed to be able to jump. But I also wanted to keep the pressure up, and I could not do both. I encounter a scope D leader so little, I don't know their range. Yeah, I've kind of stopped trying at this point. This one's pretty much over. It's gonna take a miracle for us to manage anything. Dualies probably have one of the worst matchups against Chargers. Which is really annoying when the best player on the enemy team is a Charger. Like, at least best for splatting. Oh, Jesus, why am I yawning? I think I'm getting more annoyed at the fact I'm yawning than I am at anything else. I should not be yawning. At all. If I was tired, I would understand it, but I am not. I just got out of bed, like, almost 3 hours ago. So I can't even say, like, it's because I just got up. No, I've been out of bed for, like, 3 hours. Where is my team? That is a very good question right now. Where is my team? Guys. Guys. What do you even have to show for all of that turfing? Nothing, that's what. Letting the enemy team just take the center, especially on this map, is basically just asking to lose. I will take that. Guys, there's a beacon right there. They don't know it's there. Y'all could have went to this. Did we win? Looks like we might have. Okay. I'm surprised they managed to make a comeback. Okay, do I have any other beacon weapons? No. Well, okay then. Blaster then. I really should have swim speed, but I don't have anything swim speed yet. My arch nemesis, the blaster. It gets around my undercover shield. Like, to go back to a comment I made earlier of basically asking if people have used that roller I was using when they're calling the undercover the worst weapon. I'm not saying the undercover is good. I'm just saying the undercover is better than that roller. You know what? I will take that. Was that ideal? No. I'll take it. Ow. Just hit me. Oh, Trizuka. Okay. It's gonna take me a few games to get back into even aiming a blaster. Where were they? Can bombs be thrown? No, they can't be. They had to have gotten into my barrier, past my team. Wait, have blasters been weakened? That felt like 2 splash hits. That should have been a KO. I think. Thank you, teammate. Yeah, I'm kind of playing like garbage, but I also haven't touched a blaster in forever, and as mentioned, I should really have swim speed, not run speed. I just don't really have swim speed stuff. This is kind of the problem that, like, this is more or less continuing my problem I have with Splatoon 3 of, like, I don't really want to be using the blaster, but it's my only reliable way of continuing to get weapon tickets is to continue to use new weapons whether I want to use them or not. And that just sucks. Damn it. Oh, I took care of the Swiffer. Died to the Squeezer. I really should not be doing this. I am not a turfing weapon. Wasn't really much I could do there. I couldn't really escape. Yeah, I need, as much as I want the weapon tickets, I can't blaster. I need swim speed. It would really help me, but I just don't have it. But then I have things like that happen, and I'm like, well, maybe. Like, I know I just need to practice more with it, but I'm also in the camp of like, man, our base looks like crap, guys. Why did none of you turf it? At any point. Yeah, I'll keep going. It just feels wrong that I'm turfing so little. But I do feel like the blaster definitely performs differently than it did in 2. Because I know in 2 it was nothing for me to still turf around 800 points. With just how I play. But the radius of the blaster feels smaller. Same with its inking radius. They both just feel smaller. I don't know if they are, but that's definitely what it feels like. But like, man, there are so many changes I wish Nintendo would make to this game. That, like, even ones that don't change the gameplay at all. Like, how weapons work. Just allow us to buy weapons with coins, for one. Like, that would be an easy change. Just do it, Nintendo, please. 2 is actually have maps be randomized. Like, I have played this exact set of 2 maps, I think every time I have streamed. Like, that is ridiculous. It shouldn't ever get to this point where you can basically have the same experience every time you play. I honestly feel like that might be part of the reason why 3 does not seem to be very popular, is people are probably bored of it by now. Hey, I finally got a direct hit. And, like, I don't feel like that's even all that controversial to say. People are probably bored of this game by now. Because, like, that was the thing with the older Splatoons, is you never really knew what maps were going to show up from day to day. Because the maps were randomized. Because, like, I'm gonna be real, like, even in the short time I've been back streaming this, just the lack of map variety has been kinda boring. Like, that is probably the best change Nintendo could make, is randomize the maps. Have them actually show up randomly. Like, it is not fun. This is supposed to be anarchy. Come on. Hello, Koizi. I apologize for the bad gameplay you are watching. I mean, I'm mostly good in the game, I'm not good with blasters, and I don't think that'll ever change. I'm just after the weapon ticket. That's all I'm after, is the first weapon ticket. Then this blaster's gonna get put away and never touched again. Thought I was around the box. I was not around the box. No sub power-up. Why would you use beacons and no sub power-up? Let's get done talking about that. How many people still don't know that, I wonder? Yeah, but I don't have the weapon ticket for this blaster yet, so it wouldn't matter. I want this weapon ticket. This is what Nintendo wants us doing, so it's what I'm doing. Oh, but I'm sorry, all the news articles when 3 came out were talking about how great the weapon tickets are because they let you focus on just one weapon. As if you can actually earn more than 5 weapon tickets. Rush, please. Yeah, I don't like the weapon ticket system at all. I have yet to meet anyone who actually likes the weapon ticket system. And the annoying thing is, the weapon tickets wouldn't even be bad if you had the option to not use them. Like, if I could choose to spend a weapon ticket or coins, that would be great. But you don't. It's weapon ticket or nothing. Oh boy, ink pack. My favorite thing to encounter. Like, I love Splatoon, and I dislike how many issues I have with Splatoon 3. It just doesn't feel like as good of a game as Splatoon 2 was. The specials are more fun, except the ink fact, which should go away and never come back, but past that, 2 was just kind of better. Like, you actually came in as I was basically rambling about ways Nintendo could make this game better, and they just haven't. Multiple years in. I think it's been multiple years. It's at least been a year. It's been a long time. And the easiest thing would just be to randomize the maps. Just randomize map selections so that, you know, every rotation actually feels different, rather than I've played this same set of 2 maps every stream I have done on this game. Like, at least every stream recently. It's just boring to get the same maps with, you know, at the same time over and over and over again. I want some variety in what I am playing. Ow. And another thing that they could do that would make this game maybe not better, but potentially more fun to play, is, and this would be a really big change. Like, this is not something I'm saying they could do overnight. Give you a dynamic health amount based on the weapon you're using, as a way of balancing weapons. Because, like, it's one of those things of, like, the undercover, as an example, is never going to be a good weapon without something like that. Like, basically it getting just artificially more health. Because it's just bad, unless they go out of their way to make it broken, which would be by increasing its damage. Because it's on the cusp of dealing too much damage, but it also deals too little. It's kind of awkward like that. Man, if I could hit, thank you. I think we can get one more match in before the rotation. And, like, even with all of my complaints, like, I'm not saying Splatoon 3 is bad. It's still a fun game. It's just one that I can't see myself actually being able to stick with long term. Just because I'm already starting to feel the effects of the bad map rotation and relative imbalance of the game. Which, I mean, Splatoon's always been imbalanced. The power gap between specials has definitely grown with the addition of stronger specials. Like, they basically now fall into two camps of, well, three camps. Soda, and then specials for killing, specials for annoying, and the ones for annoying are mostly useless. Like, because annoying doesn't get it doesn't accomplish anything. And then, you know, you get the really weird power gap between, like, Reef Slider, a special with a lot of risk that you would think would give a lot of reward, but doesn't, and, like, Triple Ink Strike, which is basically, you know, in a way, it's 3 Reef Sliders. Like, very low risk, moderate reward. Like, it just, to me, definitely just felt like Splatoon 3 was not actually ready for release when they released it. And it's still not to, like, what I would call a release of Splatoon. Like, this feels like we're still playing the beta, you know? We're not actually playing the fully released game. And I'm sure people would disagree with me on that, like... Especially because, like, I don't know how the original Splatoon was on launch. It at least would have the excuse of being literally the original game. You know, they had the least to work with. So of course it's going to be the most jank. At launch. At this point, you know, after all of its updates, it's actually quite good. I'm actually really sad that its servers are getting shut down. But also, there's really, at this point, not anyone still playing. And the people that are still playing are having to deal with copious amounts of, you know, hackers and the like, so... It's a good beacon spot, but no sub power-up on them. It would be kind of neat, just thinking on this, if for some of like the single player stuff for the DLC, they used it to teach people about clothing abilities. Because, like, I imagine a lot of people don't use sub power-up on their beacons because they just simply don't know that it makes beacons better. Which it does, by quite a considerable amount. Even one main of sub power-up will make your beacons a lot better. Like, it's kind of crazy how big of a difference sub power-up makes for beacons. And now into another map rotation that I have encountered many times. Like Eeltail Alley and Wahoo World, that's just what it always seems to be. Not very anarchic. Not very much anarchy going on. I can't speak. Let's... Oh, let's come grab our free stuff from Harmony. Any clothing? No. Okay. Wrong button. Yeah, I'll just run over to Sheldon's. I have 18 tickets. I do like me in H3, assuming it still does what it always does. Or always did. Well, I say always did. It started doing it with 2. Does it still do it? Ah, oh, it's insane. That's not as good of a sound effect. Nah, they've lost me. They've lost me on the H3. The big swing is the thing I have that's garbage, isn't it? Yeah, against my better judgment, I'll pick up another bow. All of these things I'm gonna work on until I have their weapon ticket. Because that's how the game is encouraging me to play. Yeah, give me another beacon weapon. Hello, Colby Oshwat. Okay, that's enough ticket spending. Alright, let's continue on until I get the thing. Hey, I'm still 2720. You know what? I'll take that. I'm barely responsible for the wins, but, you know, I'll take it. And most of it's from my earlier winning. But, you know, ignore that. My wins today are definitely not that good. Ow! I was not expecting another Trizuka to be pulled out. It was weird. I just got squeezed. Yeah, that would do it, so I'm not in ranked. I want to unlock more weapons before I go for ranked. Which I know probably sounds stupid, because like I have the undercover, and that's basically all I'm ever going to use. But I think hello, Alice. I'm glad you do. Ow. If I could aim, that'd be great. Yeah, I was trying to... People were talking about how they announced the new kit, and I'm like, okay, I've seen in the trailer the new special, but I did not see anything else about it. I also wasn't paying that much attention in the trailer. I was expecting, you know, some sort of, like, tweet or something, and I could not find anything. Just found people's videos being like, oh man, they announced the kits. It's like, but what are they? I don't want to watch your stupid video. Just what are they? Yeah, it's just I couldn't, when I was searching for it, Google was not giving me Twitter, so I couldn't find them. The fact it has torpedo makes me bleh. I don't like the torpedo. If the torpedo's ink cost was like 10-15% less, I wouldn't mind it as much. But for how little damage it does and how counterable it is, I'd much rather just have a splat bomb, or a burst bomb, or a suction bomb, or a beacon. I really want an undercover with a beacon. The thing's a support weapon. Let me support. There's a lot of episodes of Animal Crossing there, Alice. If all goes to plan, my next Animal Crossing series will have a lot of episodes to it. Because everything needs to go to plan. I really can't wait to get the weapon ticket from this thing so I can put it away. And torment myself with another weapon I've never used. Teammate. Teammate. You can't rely on me. How have you not realized this already? Well, that didn't go where I wanted it to. No, I didn't get back far enough. Wait, are they just gonna ignore that? I mean, I'm a terrible turfing weapon, but still. I think you can still get the full 8 things out of a rock in the older games. I think so. I don't know if I ever actually did or not. I think it requires a better shovel. I could be wrong. It has been quite a while. A couple of years, I think, since my last anything Animal Crossing. Well, no, I suppose my streams would have been... When did New Horizons come out? I think that was 2021. So yeah, it's been a couple of years. 2020, 2021, somewhere in that range. Long time ago. Oop. Man, I was a lot less chill back then. Like, during the Animal Crossing series, I was more chill, but, like, personality-wise, I was not a chill person back then. I've mellowed out a lot. I feel like that is just part of getting old, though. You mellow out. Team, our base. Splattershot, please, our base. Hey. Ah! I got so bad, I'm pretty sure. No, I didn't. Man, I really wish you could move the bubble in this place. Pretty cool. I think it's not cool. Well, I got a lot of turfing done this one because I painted our base. Like, guys. Literally everyone else on the team is better for turfing than I am. Can I have my weapon ticket so I can stop using the blaster now, please? Liz game, weapon ticket. Weapon ticket. No. You get like no progress for losing. I might just have to put the blaster on hold. It's just not... I'm not good with the blaster. This kit also feels awkward on the blaster. Like, it feels very much like the default Splattershot Jr. Except the Splat Jr. Oh, communication error. The Splat Jr. has the benefit of not consuming like a fifth of its ink with every shot. Okay, this was not a fifth. Seems like around a tenth. That's a lot of ink. And like... So many losses. I mean, my Animal Crossing content is my most popular content I have ever done. So if you ever wonder why I'm heavily considering doing another Animal Crossing series, that should tell you right there. People really enjoy watching me play Animal Crossing for some reason. Like, multiple of my Animal Crossing videos have over 1,000 views. And good watch time, too. Like, people are actually stopping and watching them. Out of ink. Out of ink. Just a few things I need to work out with the emulator I have for 3DS. Basically. Once I get them worked out, I'll definitely be able to start working towards the series. Namely, time, because it's not realistic to do an Animal Crossing series and, like, record, edit, and upload all in the same day. I need, basically, to adjust the time of the emulator so that the emulator is a day ahead. So basically, like, if I do start it January 1st, I'll be recording December 31st. Stop turfing under my feet. I need ink. Oh, we had a disconnect. Oh, that's fun. You know, you could not spawn camp when there's a disconnect. That'd be really cool. Man, I miss the old spawn. Can we have the old spawn mechanic back? This new one is ass. Yeah, just kill me. I don't care. I've given up. This won't count as a defeat. Doesn't really matter, though. Because it still counts as a battle, which means it may as well count as a loss. I have heard of Bob. Though honestly, the cat with the multicolor eyes, the gray one, I think he's gray. That one is far more popular on the internet. The one everyone dresses up in a maid outfit. Yeah, him. I love how that's a way to identify him. It's the one everyone puts in a maid outfit. Ink back. That was almost a direct hit. Man, as much as good blasters really ruin my day as an undercover, playing this thing, it feels like a worse undercover. I don't know the cat villagers very well. I don't know how I survived that. And yeah, the two I can think of off the top of my head, though I can never remember his name, is Raymond and Anka, for reasons. I mean, it's hard to be on adult websites on the internet and not know Anka, even if you aren't an Animal Crossing fan. So... and imagine that. I am an adult who does adult things. It's funny how that works. Do I have my weapon ticket yet? I don't even know if I earned progress toward... there we go. So I don't even know if I earned progress on a loss. This feels more like what I should be using. Yeah, this is good enough. It's really hard for me to pick a favorite villager. Like, I'd like a lot of them equally as much. But I think... yeah, it's really difficult to pick one. I mean, Marna, the pink octopus. Pretty cute. Like her. Where are you all? Why are none of you fighting for middle? Team. I mean, that's the beauty of how I play Animal Crossing. I could end up starting a rivalry with literally any villager. Because, like... that is just how I roll. Like, if one of them decides to, like, build their house on my flowers. I don't care who they are. They're getting the net. God, this is like a breath of fresh air compared to what I was just doing. Yeah, I'm kind of funky like that. I like to think of it as I am very opinionated. And will very fervently defend my points. Though I'm also fully willing to be wrong. I mean, literally every Splatoon game I've used the Splat Pro. It's like... yeah. It is just the Kensa. And my bomb got poofed because reasons. Though it's not perfectly the Splat Pro from Splatoon 2. Well, the Kensa Splat. Because I'm not almost two-shotting people from having a shit ton of main power-up, because that was a good idea, Nintendo. I'm just waiting for them to bring that back. They're going to. They're going to bring damage up back in one way or another. It's gonna happen. And it's going to break things just like it did in 2, just like it did in the first game. Because they've apparently never learned their lesson. Like, they balance the game around the base damage numbers, and then they just come along and are like, okay, how about we give only some weapons damage up? It's like, no, stop. Go away with that. Oh no, I destroyed the moon! Now how will Goku transform? Well, Vegeta, more like it, you know. And Gohan. Goku only really transformed, like, once. Maybe twice. No, I think it was only really once. Was it twice? Ah, Dragon Ball was way too long ago. You know, original Dragon Ball. None of this Z, GT, Super, just Dragon Ball. It would be kind of neat if they did re-release the old Animal Crossings. I can't not own New Leaf, because I own a 3DS and I have it digitally downloaded. Which does mean if my 3DS ever dies, I will lose access to my copy of New Leaf, because thank you, Nintendo. But, you know. See, I have yet to see a physical copy of New Leaf in person. I know they exist, I know they were made. It's just there's never been one for sale near me. Or else I would have bought it. Even though I already own the game digitally. Because that's how I am. Same with Splatoon 3. I will eventually own this game physically. I currently don't own it physically, but I will eventually own it physically. Ow. How are they behind me? Okay. Even just plain re-releases would be nice, because there is a charm to the older games. If they ever add, like, GameCube emulation to the Switch Online stuff, Animal Crossing is a game they could easily add and people would adore. They ever did DS stuff, they could do Wild World. Doubt they would do Wii emulation, but, you know, the Switch could probably do it. It's the funny thing there. The Switch could probably do Wii emulation pretty well. The rumors of the next potential chip that the next Nintendo console will use, that thing's going to be nice. I still hate that it's NVIDIA, because that means buying Nintendo supports NVIDIA. But, you know, I'm not gonna just not buy a Nintendo console. I mean, case in point on that, I own a DS Lite, a DSi, and a 3DS. Like... Communication error. Well, it's kind of a good thing that happened. I have to use the washroom anyway, so... I'm gonna step into the pod, and then I'm gonna go use the washroom. So I'll be back in a moment. And return. Yeah, the Pokemon games are known for getting remakes, though. So, Diamond and Pearl getting a remake isn't exactly that out of the ordinary. But there is precedent for GameCube games getting remade on the Switch. Metroid Prime. They did remake Metroid Prime. So, there's a chance, but I feel like Nintendo would probably rather just make a new Animal Crossing. I just hope if they do that, that they make it more akin to the older games. Jeez, 23, 23. That's realistically 23, 24. That was so nice not long ago. It's close to like 30. I would never say never, but it is highly unlikely. And I say that just because they're currently still doing the F-Zero 99. If that's popular enough, they could do a remake. That might be all the incentive they need to convince the executives that, you know, the remake is a good idea. Because that's the main issue they run into with any remaster, is you've got to convince the executives and investors that it's worth investing into. So if they can show, like, hey, people love F-Zero, look at how much they're playing F-Zero 99. Then there is a slim chance that they could convince the executives. Wait, I can throw shit too. If you have Switch Online, just play the original F-Zero if you want to play F-Zero. It's in the SNES one. Like... And as long as you have Switch Online, you can play that. It's not locked behind the Plus package. There is one game I would love to see, like, remade or at least added to the Nintendo Switch Online stuff. And that's Uncharted Waters. Man, I want that. If a remaster was made for the original Uncharted Waters, you can bet everything that I would treat it exactly the same I did with Star Ocean 2's remaster, and literally, the stream would become Uncharted Waters for a while. Like, I love that game. I love its sequel, too, of New Horizons. I think it's New Horizons. No, that doesn't sound right. Hold on, that might actually be right. I think it is New Horizons. Yes, it is. It's New Horizons. Like, I love those games. They started my addiction of freaking Age of Sail. And then they made an MMO of it, and it was okay. It was very pay to win, but at least there was a player market that, you know, you could trade with other players for the pay to win stuff, and then they removed the player market. And the player base died overnight. I would not be surprised if the player... Like, I don't know the reason the player market for Uncharted Waters Online was removed. But I would not be surprised if it was some stupid thing to do with European laws. Because I think there was what could be technically classified as a loot box in the game. So, probably was because of that. Which is still very much something I absolutely hate. Is how broad the European Union's definition of a loot box is. Because, like, literally under their definition of a loot box, killing an enemy in a Diablo game is a loot box. Like, because you don't know what you're gonna get, you had to pay money for the ability to do that. Because you had to pay money to play the game. You know. If they wanted to, they could basically ban games overnight using that law. To protect the children. Which, you know, maybe I'm an asshole here, but as much as, yeah, I hate loot boxes. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to try and say loot boxes are a good thing. They're not. But I feel like the protecting the children laws around loot boxes that the European Union made were less about protecting the children and more protecting idiot parents' wallets. Like, you know, protecting the wallets of people who shouldn't be parents in the first place because they clearly have no interest in what their children are doing online. Like, yeah, I'm sure it sucks to have little Timmy's take your credit card and spend the family savings on Fortnite dollars. But one, why did you not have better control of your credit card? How could little Timmy even get a hold of it in the first place? And two, maybe you should have been paying attention to what little Timmy was doing on his computer or his tablet, his electronic device. Be a parent? Like... And I say that as someone who is not for parents completely breathing down the necks of their children. But, like, you can pay attention to what your kids do without absolutely dominating their online time. By, hell, just being engaged with your kid. But, you know, me calling parents bad parents, I'd be told my opinion doesn't matter because I'm not a parent. But, like, I can remember being a little shit kid. I can remember how my parents were. And you know what? My parents had credit cards. My parents' credit cards never left their bloody bodies unless they were asleep. And even then, were kept in their bedroom with them, which had a really noisy door, and you were not getting in that room without them knowing. You know, things like that. Like... I mean, I also grew up through that early internet boom. Like, I was even earlier than you, and like, yeah, like... I honestly don't know how people don't have the thought of, oh, maybe I should keep my credit card with me just in case my little shit child decides to buy shit for themselves. Like... I think a lot of it is just too many people are convinced that their child is an angel and would never do it. Yes, they would. If you would do it, they would do it. And almost everybody, if you were to ask them, they would do it. Like... Hello, A. I believe that would be how your name is pronounced. If it is not, correct me. I'm always glad to be wrong on names. Because I get to be corrected and learn how names are actually said. That wasn't even aimed at me. So, like, even like something I mentioned there is something that does really annoy me with, like, talking about anything to do with children, is you always have the parents coming along to be like, oh, but you're not a parent, so your opinion doesn't matter. It's like, why doesn't it? I was still a child once. I still know how children think. Like, I have still spent time at youth centers helping out. And as there, you know, I am being there as part of an actual youth program when I was still a youth. Like, I have been around other children. I do get a bit heated on this kind of stuff, mostly because I am, you know, someone who grew up with the internet, is currently attempting to make a career on the internet. And to see places like the EU, even like the US and Canada, basically putting special restrictions and special rules in place for the internet, and only the internet, is frustrating. Like, even on the whole, you know, loot boxes thing. Oh, so are casinos outlawed in Europe? No. Casinos are just fine. Casinos are allowed to advertise themselves. Just fine. They're not banned from doing anything that would draw attention to themselves and thus get them money in the EU. It's the same with, like, advertising. Like, you know, you can have a TV show, a sitcom, like Big Bang Theory. I don't know if they do it or not, but let's use Big Bang Theory as a... because that's a show people know. They could, anywhere within that show, just leave, say, a can of Coca-Cola. Good old refreshing Coca-Cola. They don't have to talk about it. It just has to be in the background. That is advertising. That is product placement. Yet, the Big Bang Theory would not then be required to start every episode with this episode of Big Bang Theory has been sponsored by the Coca-Cola Company. And they wouldn't have to have giant ad text on the screen all the time. Like, but YouTube does. YouTube is required to have that stuff because laws say so. TV isn't. And you can basically guarantee who helped create those laws. It was the TV industry, who get to enjoy advertising to you, whether you realize it or not, for free, because they don't have to disclose it. They might have in the credits, and they might have in the credits, you know, sponsored by such and such a company. But it's highly unlikely they'll have it in the credits. And they put it in the credits because they know nobody watches the credits. Because that's the funny thing. When you know you're being advertised to, it's less effective. Yet, once again, TV can just advertise to you all at once and not have to tell you it's doing it. Because not only do advertisers not want you to know you're being advertised to, but those TV shows don't want you to know you're being advertised to because that might make you dislike their show. I mean, a good example is just think of how many times you've been watching a YouTube video and, you know, it's, let me tell you about the sponsor of this, and you skipped. You've skipped ahead before they even finished talking. And if it wasn't a content creator you liked, you probably just went, man, what a sellout, and never watched them again. That was faster than I thought it was going to be. Like... And yes, I am just ranting. I do apologize. I get very passionate about internet-related things. Can you blame me? And also, you would die. Well, no, you probably wouldn't. Because usually I do like one rant a stream. So... Because this has all been one long rant, so you'd only be taking one shot. Now, if you count the topics, then you'd take like 2 shots. If you can get drunk off 2 shots, it's pretty good. That means you don't ever have to risk drinking too much. Me, who never even felt a buzz until pretty late into drinking. Don't drink, kids. It's not good for you. Wouldn't say good, it's concentrated. Or you're just someone who's really small. Like, my sister can get a decent buzz off of basically a can of beer, but she's also like 5'0" nothing. So it all just basically comes down to your body mass, because it's the alcohol in your system that causes it. So, the smaller your system, the more smaller amounts of alcohol are going to affect you. Oh, I almost got 2 kills. I never did things by the shot, so I couldn't tell you how many shots it would take for me. But like, roughly half a decent bottle of whiskey to get me drunk, so... Which is also what I drank the most of, so... I do not drink anymore, however. Even the smell of it makes me feel like I'm gonna hurl. This is a reference that none of you are going to get, but I mash dogged myself. Now, for the context of what that means, there was an episode / plot point in the wartime drama MASH of a dog that kept breaking into a bar and getting drunk. And one of the characters has the idea of, let's let the dog drink until it literally cannot drink anymore, and make it so sick that it just will not want to drink ever again. And that's what they do. And then the dog, at the next time it takes a sniff of alcohol, basically just runs. That's effectively what I did to myself. Unintentionally. And I can still remember every single moment of that. Which is also kind of a decently good thing about me stopping drinking, because, like, I never had a good gauge of how drunk I was. Because, like, most people can reach a state where they go what's called blackout drunk, where just your memories just stop. Your brain just stops making them. And then you just wake up the next morning. Yeah, I never had that. So find your copy of New Leaf. How you doing here? Go find it. Go on, chop chop. In the immortal words of Shia LaBeouf, just do it. I swear, I only know who that is because of that meme, and I don't know what he does other than that meme. I've probably seen things that he does, or has done, or did, or whatever. But I don't... I feel like I'm weird, because I literally don't care about who's in what. Like, what actors are in what, or what have you. If something looks interesting, I watch it. I don't follow actors or directors or, you know. I follow what looks good. Like... You know, feels weird because most people are like, "Oh man, did you hear about what this actor did? Like, they're in this movie. It's really, you should watch this movie because this actor is in it. This one specific actor out of like the 20 that are in that movie, this one actor is in it." It's like, why should I care? It's one actor. Like, maybe it's just me, but they're, like, I have never encountered, an actor that I would be like, wow, I want to follow everything that person does. Like, the closest to that, and even then, I never was like this with him, was Robin Williams. With Robin Williams, it was more a case of, man, I want to, like, any new comedy special he does, yeah, I'll go watch it. But a comedy special is very different from a movie where there is many people. I cannot aim. Congrats, Flingza, I can't aim. Like, the Robin Williams comedy specials are timeless. Hilarious. Dude was a funny guy. But, like... He could have been in bad movies. I don't know, I've never watched everything he's in. Pretty sure he was in Fantasia, wasn't he? That's a pretty bad movie. Like... That's the problem with just following, this one actor's here. It's like, an actor can be in a bad movie. Unless maybe it was just someone impersonating him. I don't remember. Because that was also a common thing. Like, comedy sidekick would be basically an impersonator of Robin Williams. Because he's a funny dude. Yeah, that is also kind of true. Music genres kind of don't exist. It's just good and bad music. I mean, that's literally how I listen to music, is if it sounds good, I listen to it. If it doesn't, I don't. I don't care, really. There are definitely some, types of music that I will avoid. But that mostly is just because they all tend to share a similar sound. And that sound is what I dislike. Case in point, dubstep. Ton of electronic farting. There's probably some dubstep songs I listen to. But, like... a lot of them I won't, because I just don't like that sound. Like, I don't like how that sound is. Though I also don't go out of my way to listen to music that has lyrics, because... I prefer just music. feel like just because that's a line from the B movie, I should say no, but I have heard some jazz music, and I do kind of like it. Use protect me armor. Okay. Thought they had moved. Dogs, I have been talking a lot. My throat is actually starting to kind of get scratchy. I may have to end the stream soon just because of that. I will attempt to persevere, though. To be fair, the majority of my talking was ranting about the internet. So, you know. You know, the thing I rant about at least once a stream. Alright, have a good one. Yeah, wasn't really much I can do there. And the team is just ignoring the Splatana, because of course they are. I mean, I also know Robotic is awake. I do want to chat with her a bit. She literally messaged me the moment I went live. It was kind of funny. Like, the exact moment I hit enter on the I'm going live alert on the Discord is the exact moment she ended up messaging me. I think I will actually end things off here, because it is about 3. I just got a win. That's pretty neat. I have been going for about 3 hours, and you know, that's the gimmick of this game is 3s, so... I'll probably try streaming this again tomorrow, but I think I might try starting a little later, still. Oh yeah, I got the Sheldon license too. That's pretty neat. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. If I don't do Splatoon again tomorrow, it'll probably be more Mario Kart. Because man, is playing with random setups fun. If I had all of the weapons in Splatoon here, I would see about doing this the same sort of thing. Of random weapon every time. But I don't have all of the weapons yet, so, and that's a long way off given how this game works. So, thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you back here probably tomorrow for more streaming. See you all then.